My name is Evgenia Anikina and I work as a consultant ophthalmologist and retinal surgeon at the Royal Berkshire NHS Trust. I also practice privately at Clinical London and at the Spar Dunedin in Reading. My decision to become a doctor came very early on. I remember being a child and thinking, why would I want to be anything else when I could combine my interest in biology and science with actually being able to have a rewarding job and help people. But ultimately I also recognised that working in medicine is a very energetic environment. It's quite high pressured, but I also recognised in myself that I quite enjoyed those kind of roles and that kind of work. And so it was quite a natural choice to go into medicine. Well, again, fairly early on in my medical school career, I became very sure that I wanted to do something surgical, that I liked doing practical things in order to be able to solve problems. And so it was a choice between the surgical specialties, and having had experience in a few of them, I did admit to myself that the eyes were the most interesting. They were just the most fascinating subject to me, and hence I ended up in ophthalmology, and I do not regret it for a second. The most rewarding part of my job, well, I think in ophthalmology we're undoubtedly privileged to be able to have the ability to give people the gift of sight, and you know, however tired they may sound, but it is very true. When you have a patient with a dense cataract who has had poor sight for a long time, when you have a patient who has developed a retinal detachment and has lost vision, and you can restore that to them, the satisfaction you get from that and the patient's happiness is a massive, massive reward, and that is what keeps one going throughout throughout all the difficult patches of the job. But it's also very satisfying to see patients over a longer period of time, to be able to follow them up and see how their lives change, to get to know them, and see how their eyes change and help to look after their eyes for them. I find that very rewarding, and more so as time goes on and you get to know your patients better.